O Lord, it's hard to be humble. By Sheila Fitzgerald. He has shown you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God? Micah chapter 6, verse 8. Being a Christ follower is not easy. Just ask Paul the Apostle. According to the Bible, he was called to do much more than turn his cheek when he was wronged. Scripture shows us the incredible lengths Paul endured to walk humbly with God. He served and honored God in spite of horrific abuse, imprisonment, abandonment, and loss. While Paul is a great example of a faithful and humble servant, Jesus is without a doubt our greatest example of humility. He showered the lost and hurting with loving kindness, giving hope to all he encountered. As Christ followers, we are called to be fair, show mercy, and walk in humility. That is a tall order in a world that is bursting with pride, greed, and self-centeredness. How do we live a life of humble service to God when the battles rage all around us? Any military leader will tell you that you must know your enemy if you are going to defeat them. Who or what are our enemies when it comes to living a life of humble service to God? Humility stumbling blocks. Satan. He is not our friend. His sole purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. John chapter 10, verse 10. Satan is a master manipulator and deceiver. We must take him seriously. Be aware of his evil ways. Society. This world is not our home. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. Society seeks to lure us into tempting situations, to pressure us with, "It feels good," "You deserve it," "No one will know," teasers. Will God approve of our choices? Self. We are sinful humans. Romans chapter 3, verse 23. Our pride, greed, and hunger for power get us into trouble with others and, most importantly, with God. We really cannot serve two masters. The choice is ours, God or self. Jesus teaches in the book of James about pride and humility. I love how he calls it the practice of humility, which tells me learning to be humble is an ongoing lesson. Humility is seeing ourselves through God's eyes, not through our own eyes. It allows us to submit and humble ourselves to God rather than our circumstances. True humility is God-centered, not self-centered. God desires our humble hearts to recognize our sin, be obedient to Him, and submit to His will. Walking in humility is living a life that honors and glorifies God in everything we say and do. Are you humble, fair, gracious, patient towards others? Are you able to show mercy and forgiveness when wronged? How is God teaching you humility?